Okay, this is a intro tutorial to Onshape. We're going to be making a keychain with our name. But some of the things to realize, and I'm going to do these fairly quickly because I'm assuming you may know some things about um, Onshape. So you can see this, what I'm looking at, it says top. This is like you're looking down onto your shape. And then there is one of these boxes that says right and another one that says front. So these are the three different views that you get of your shape. So I'm going to start by drawing something top down, just to give you some idea of what this is. So if I want to look top down, right now you can see that everything's skewed. But if I right click and I go view normal to sketch plane, it will square everything up so I'm looking straight down. If I want to make a rectangle, I'll just click on the origin in here. If it's orange, that means it's going to stick to the middle. And then I draw my rectangles, and you can see numbers on the outside. These are numbers in millimeters. If I wanted to make a box that is 50 millimeters by 20 millimeters, I would just click it to the center, move out, click anywhere, really. But then after I've clicked on this corner, it asks me how long do I want this rectangle to be. I'm just going to put in 50 for the length. Then it asks me how tall do you want this rectangle to be? And I want this rectangle to be 20 millimeters tall. So now I have got a rectangle that is 20 by 50, and it is still just a rectangle. As you can see, it's a flat shape. If I want to make it into a 3D shape, I do something called extrude. So if I take this box here, it says extrude, click on it, and then click on my rectangle, as you can see, it became 3D. Since we're going to be making a keychain, my keychain will most likely be 5 millimeters thick. So if I go 5 millimeters, hit enter, now I've got just a thick 5 millimeter by 50 by 20 rectangles, or a rectangular prism. If I click OK, now I've got this block. But to make a keychain, I need to go back. So I'm just going to go back, Control Z, Control Z. Now I've got my blank drawing piece again. I am going to sketch again from the top looking down, view normal to where I'm sketching, but I want to sketch my name. This is where it gets a bit tricky because I can't really see how tall my name is when I pull this, but this is the box where my name's going to be. So I want to say that my name is just Barry in capital letters. Got a font picked. You can change the different fonts, look at them. I want it bolded, and then click out on it. So now I've got my name. There's a sketch of my name. So if I want this to be sticking out of my keychain 1 millimeter, I'm going to go back to the extrude and then click on the letter. Say I want this to be 1 millimeter out. And then when I rotate, you can see how all these letters are sticking out slightly from the back. So that's a 3D letter. So I'm going to save this. So there's my name in 3D letters. If I try printing this on a 3D printer, it's just going to fall apart. So what I need to do is, on the back of my name, I'm going to be drawing a rectangle that's going to hold everything together. I'm going to go sketch. I've rotated with my mouse so that I'm at the back. And I'm going to click on the back side of the B or the A. It doesn't matter which letter I pick. Just click on the back side of one of these and then view normal to sketch plane. So there's my name looking at the back end. I'm going to go down a bit from the letter B, go up a bit from the letter Y, and I'm going to extend it. Well, I'm just going to draw this rectangle like this. This is a rectangle that holds my name. But as we know with keychains, on one of these ends, I'm going to need a bit more space. Okay, here's another thing. I'm just going to go back here a bit. Click on this rectangle again. If I hold it at the corner, you can see it becomes an orange square. Click here, move down to the bottom corner of the rectangle. See, it became orange. Now, when I move out, I am exactly the same width. So when I click out of it, I want this to be 5 millimeters away from the B, and it is exactly the same height. So now I've got room for a hole in here. So I'm going to go, and if you move up and down, see this orange line? If you move down to the middle, you find the center. This is the center line of, from the top to the bottom, there's my center line. If I move to the bottom, there's my center line from left to right. There is my center of my rectangle. A circle, when I chose a circle, I've got this called center point circle. So I'm going to move right into the middle of this shape, put in I want approximately a 2 millimeter circle. So I'm going to click, and then it asks me, what is your diameter? I want it to be 2 millimeters. So there is my 2 millimeter circle on here. I'm going to change that actually to about a 4 millimeter circle. So I just double click on where it said 2 millimeters, make it 4. Now there's a nice big hole, maybe too big because there's not enough piece left here. It might tear out. So let's move it back to 3 millimeters. So there I've got a nice 3 millimeter circle. So then what we do is, again, we go back to extrude. When we click on the rectangle to extrude, and down here I want to extrude the rectangle as well. I want to do it inside the B. I want to do it on the letter B. So when I zoom out, you can see that everything is, everything is covered with a rectangle. And I only want this to be 1, maybe 2 millimeters. So now my keychain is 3 millimeters thick. My name is 1 millimeter. My block is 2. And this is ready to print. But I want it to look better. I want it to have round corners. So Onshape has this tool called a fillet. So when I click on this fillet, it asks me for a radius. This radius is 5 millimeters. I'll see how it looks. So if I click on a corner up here in the corner, click on the line that goes down, it makes this corner nice and round. Go down to the next one, click on it, it makes it nice and round as well. Click on these two here, nice and round, and we have a nice rounded keychain. This keychain is ready to print. If you want to print this on a 3D printer, we go down here to where it says Part Studio 1. We right click and export. Then it gives us a whole bunch of information. The important thing is we want this to be an STL file. We can give it a name. I'll call it Berry Keychain. And then export it, and then it will bring up a window. Where do you want to save it? I'm just going to save it to my downloads folder. And now in my downloads folder, there is a keychain that I can print. So hopefully this quick tutorial helped you build your own keychain.